You know, when we were growing up, I thought everybody who was grown up was wise. And because I thought everyone was wise, we respected everyone, both Dick and Harry. But over time, I found out that some of these grown ups are really very, very stupid. And it came up when social media showed up to the scene. You know, everybody started using social media to propagate who they are, to show who they are, you know. And social media became a means of people's expression of who they truly are. And then I realized that we had a lot of grown-ups that were more stupid than kids. You know, the funniest thing is when you see a grown-up, you assume that because they are grown-up or because they have gray hair or because they are just grown-ups, you know, that they deserve to be respected, they deserve to know more about life than the younger generation. But that's a lie. That's a very big lie because I find that most older generation are as naive or ignorant of reality than the younger generation. You know, the younger generation, the book of life said that stupidity is in the mind of children, it's in the mind of kids. And when they are displaying their stupidity, actually they don't know it's stupidity. But when you're grown up, you've gone through multiple stages or phases of your life to realize that this actually may be foolishness. But because foolishness pays, you know, stupidity right now pays, foolishness pays. In social media platforms, once you're stupid, you know, it seems like you make more money than someone who is wise or who is coordinated. And because of that false reality, we think that propagation of stupidity is ideal. I find that a lot of grown-ups are so stupid and so foolish that only looking at their social media handles tells you who they are. And do I encourage stupidity or foolishness? Absolutely no, not. I do not encourage it. Over time, I came to realize that why there is a very high level of disintegration or division between the former generation and the current generation is because these generational differences has disintegrated the hook and cranny of our value systems. If an elderly or someone who is a grown-up, who is an adult, does not understand what is respect, how can they teach kids what respect is? How can they impact those value systems into the lives of these kids for them to know what respect, dignity, integrity, honor is or are? So it breaks my heart to see that a lot of adults and elderly people are very foolish. I'm sorry to say that. I don't mean to be insulting, okay? I don't mean to talk over my elders, but I just came to realize that most of these people we call elders are really people, they call people who propagate evil and stupidity and foolishness in our society, thus aiding this younger generation to think is the norm or is ideal to keep doing it, not realizing that the propagation of this foolishness and this stupidity is making these kids behave out of order. Now, you and I know that before social media came, that there are levels of integrity and value systems we had before this thing showed up. As social media came up, then we realized that a lot of grown-ups are very stupid. How can you be a mom or a mother and you're shaking your ass, excuse me for my language, you're shaking your ass on a camera while your daughter is there watching at you, or your son is looking at you? As a guy, as a man, you're a father or you're a baby daddy, and you are pointing guns on social media doing, with some social posts, what are you teaching the kids? You are telling them that being a gangster is okay. You are telling the girl that selling your body is okay. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm just trying to narrow down that a lot of adults are very, very stupid. I'm not mixing words, I'm just saying it, hitting it at the nail. A lot of adults are so stupid, and social media, or all this internet we are seeing today, has shown us that there are more virus in the minds of adults or in the minds of elderly people than in the minds of kids. And who is he helping? And who is not helping us? It's not. And when you want to tell them that this is wrong, they see you as an enemy. That's why it seems like people who have the right spirit kind of like keep quiet, because where are you going to start? Where will you begin? Where will you end? Now, why I'm saying this is because it's breaking my heart. I don't like really. I don't really care about popularity. I don't care about. What I care is I want everybody to be good. I want everybody to be doing well. I want everybody to be fine. I want everybody to be prosperous. But unfortunately, our society is pushing the notion that being stupid is what pays than having a skill. Our society is propagating that being foolish makes you more money than having a legitimate skill. When you tell a kid to go and learn how to be a skill man, like an auto mechanic, a carpenter, and an electrician, they don't want to do those kind of stuff. No, they want to go to TikTok, shake their ass, tell guys to send them money, and the stupid guy sends them the money. And the guys, you know what they do? They're all around, I will call it, they go around all scamming people. That's wrong, absolutely wrong. Go and find a skill, young man. Young lady, go and find a skill. Stop deceiving yourself, because at the long run, you are doing yourself more harm than good. Listen, let me tell you, there is nobody who will outpay someone who has a skill at the long shot. At the long shot, someone who has a skill will beat your ass. I'm telling you. So if you're a young man, go and learn a skill. If you're a young woman, go and learn a skill. That's what will take you far. Now, right now, the new skill is now AI. The new skill is now online. I'm not saying that being an electrician, being an auto mechanic, being all these manual skills are not important. No. I'm just saying, if you know the one you have passion for, move into it. If you're good into online stuff, look for an online skill and grab it. Embed yourself into it and learn it very well. And I assure you, before 3, 4, 5, 6 years, you'll be far better than someone who is messing around. Now, I want to use this motion to tell the adults or the grown-ups or the elderly who are propagating all this foolishness that you are not making this world a better place. This world was a better place before you came here, and you are messing it up. The faster you stop being stupid, the better you make this world a better place. Because these kids are learning from us. They're learning. If we are stupid, they are learning from us. If we are wise, they will learn from us. Now, what's the essence of being a mother and one day you wake up and say, this was not the life I wanted my kids to live, or this was not the life I wanted to live? Man, this is not helping matters. So it burdens my heart when I see that people who are supposed to be teaching the younger generations or our younger generation what life really should be are the ones who are messing them up, who are destroying the lives of these kids. Is burning my heart, because I can see that stupidity is embedded in their life. Listen, the only remedy for stopping foolishness is knowledge. It's knowledge. You have to consciously decide to acquire knowledge. Acquire knowledge to expand yourself, if you see what someone is doing and you find that this person is doing it the wrong way, let me ask you, the book of life said, if someone knows what to do and they don't do it, it's evil, it's bad. Now, if you're doing evil and you are calling it good, that's the generation we live right now. And at times, I find that people don't really like knowledge. They don't like knowledge. You know, at times, you think people really admire or like or fancy knowledge. No, I find that people prefer to go to the stupid lane than to go to the how will I put it? To go to a place where they will be humbled to know that I have a lot of things to deal with that will fix my life. You know, I don't just know what this world has just turned into. Because at times I'm like, is this really real? That people really prefer to be entertained than to fix their own lives? Now, what kind of life are we living? What kind of life are we living? Eh? So I don't really get it. This generation just piss me off. Not just the kids, the adults, the grown-ups. These are the people messing up this generation. My heart is bleeding. My heart is really bleeding because I see that the people who are supposed to teach these generations what life really is are the ones killing them, destroying them. Now, if you want to make the world a better place, what are the choices you make? The ball is in your court to choose. Do you want to make this world a better place by being a better person and also impacting the lives of the next generation with the right information that will make them a better person? It all starts from you and it starts from me. I hope you learned something from this. Until next time, I bounce.